back at you, back at you with another hype one for you. Hey, Madman, can you hear this?
Hadouken!
Hadouken! I got you.
Yo, you ain't even say it right. You know what I'm saying?
Haram!
Hey, it's time to start the show. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cowmoonity Monday!
Pocketcows.
And I am joined by my co-host, El Toro Negro! Oh, and Madman's here. What's going on, fellas?
What's up?
No, man, it's been a wonderful. It's been actually, man. This past weekend, I really kind of just laid low. It was nice and chill. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, setting up some making beats, setting up stuff for the next studio session. Like I got something coming your way. You know, something very extravagant. Ooh, you know. Well, call me D40. Ooh.
Oh, man. Not D40.
People say wow when they see my pocket cow. Ooh.
Damn. That's a good one, bro.
Hey, man, we walking around here like DJ Puffy Pockets, man. Big pockets. Okay. Anywho, yeah, man. So I know we just to let everybody know, you know what, real quick, let me get this out the way. Hey, shout out to the moderator, Trey. Yo, everybody like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for all things Destination DeFi. You know what I mean? I got a busy week, folks. I got obviously Cowmoonity Mondays, which is every Monday. Wednesday, I have Rise Up and Buyback Wallet on the show. And then Sunday, I have Hawkins Labs. So yeah, man, I ain't been this active in, well, it ain't been that long, but you know, we talk about like one day in crypto is like a year. So, you know, but yeah, so we got some things coming your way. Oh, and don't forget, Worldwide Crypto on Tuesday has a roundtable that I am on the panel for. So make sure you all check his channel out. I will be there alongside, I think, Scott Herman, a couple other people. Yeah, so this should be interesting. Oh yeah, shout out to Milky Cow Tour. Okay. Hold on, that looks like, is that Deck? Hold on, so y'all are muted.
Yeah, that is Deck.
That's Deck. Hey, they said Milky Cow Tour. I like the name, bro. I like the name. As opposed to Juicy Couture. Okay. I see how you did that, dog. Okay, go ahead, Deck. You know what? I'm not even mad at that, bro. Yeah, Toro. So, I know we were going to talk about the NFT marketplace. Let's talk about what's going on with OpenSea first.
Yeah, man. So, you know, when it comes down to it, we all know what's going on. YouTube's, you know, all these other major platforms that we've always seen is that when creators get paid for their content, creators get a back-end royalty stream if they bring numbers to a platform, if they keep people on a platform. What we're seeing with OpenSea and their newest competitor, Blur, I feel like OpenSea has become like Goku, and every few months there's a brand new villain they got to fight off. And this time it's not looking good. And this time it's not really looking that good at all. So what's happening is OpenSea had a monopoly on the NFT industry, the Web3 industry, for about 2 years going, maybe 3 at this point.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, it's definitely been longer than 2.
And we start seeing these other smaller platforms start trying to figure out ways to stay unique, to stay on the edge, and to actually capture a percentage of the market. Coming back way back from SudoSwap to X2Y2 to even Magic Eden, this 0% royalty, or the fact that these platforms are no longer enforcing royalties and making it optional for flippers, traders, collectors that sell these creator pieces to no longer have to pay anything beyond 0.5%. This is a freaking devastation to the space. It's more negative than it is positive. And it just reminds people that are creators, that are in the founder's seat, that you cannot let other people hold your fate at hand. Because whenever that happens, especially in the blockchain industry, it will not end well.
Right.
This is an outrage. We don't think that is gonna last that long. OpenSea is literally trying to do a war tactic at this point by cutting off their main source of revenue to stay on the edge against Blur. I don't even understand how Blur is making any money from this. I feel that since Blur raised over $1 billion and they're the underdogs with smaller upkeep costs at the moment, that they're trying to do a starve out situation. Because no matter how this works out, it's not sustainable for the foreseeable future, because we need platforms that attract creators. If there's platforms that are just customized for traders, like this is DeFi, you're going to see a low on-ramping of creators wanting to innovate, and you're just going to see a locking of the game where the Ponzi's that have already minted out, the Ponzi's that we already talk about, are going to be the only ones that made it across that threshold saying, hey, I made it to the finish line. Don't get mad at me because they changed the rules while you're still running the race.
Right.
Figure it out. You know, and I don't think a lot of people are going to go for that, because why? Most of these projects lack utility. So now you take away the royalty stream that can actually generate a small guy, a small creator.
I know, right?
It's just crazy. Go ahead.
You know how I feel about that?
Haram!
Now, what we need to do is kind of look at how other platforms, whether it be social media, et cetera, have actually generated revenue, ads. So that could be how Blur plans on making a shitload of money.
That's fine and dandy, but at the end of the day, you're gonna still need people that want to go with you. And creators are not gonna go release their project just because you're 10 times faster with transactions and you charging 0% royalty. That's only for flippers and traders. Wash trading. They're fighting over wash trading. They're not. Right. They don't care about innovation. They don't care about creators. They don't care about the partnerships that align and the promise that Web3 solely gave you versus Web2, which is a way to find financial ownership over your own future and control it through a passive route. It's not
I would say that most you know, I don't think any NFT marketplace actually really cares about innovation. They care about lining their pockets. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing. OpenSea, man, you're on mute. OpenSea, their whole business model was promised to the creator that that this was a platform for the creators, by the creators, to push forward the creators of Web3. And now that they're having their back against the wall, pinned down, they didn't look out. They didn't have the creators back. They just went all 0%. So this is a good and bad thing. I just want to let everybody know the Pocketcows have not been affected. Why? At the current moment, we're solely on OpenSea. We're not on Blur. If you connect your wallet to Blur and check, you will not see the Pocketcows. Right. The only problem is we have not accepted their enforcing restrictions into our contract. We are not accepting to block Blur or to block any marketplace. As a community, as a company, these platforms are not our friends. And we don't have to do some suicide thing by living and dying by a single platform for our best interest in growth. Any creator that does that, I feel sorry for you.
Oh, you're doomed. Yeah, they doomed.
But you're doomed because your longevity is solely tied to that platform making it. And instead, I see hold
on. Let me real quick before you go on. When you say that, are you talking about individuals that don't have their own minting sites, that individuals that put their NFTs solely on OpenSea and then and you have to go there to get them?
The lazy mint people have already been screwed by minting their projects on OpenSea. Their longevity is literally tied. It's like BNB coin tied to Binance. You know, or Solana tied to the FTX situation, and we saw the blow.
I just really, literally saw somebody say that BNB actually has no real usage at all. I forgot who that was.
I mean, it has uses, but it's no better. It's no different from. There's no different unique utility about it. It just operates more efficiently, faster, cheaper on gas, smoother, and it's tied to the longevity of one of the biggest financial instruments in crypto. Yeah. So if that goes, BNB goes. So if OpenSea goes, all these lazy mints, that's what they call them, that were created on their platform, they go too. When OpenSea was down, guess what? What was the first projects to go? The lazy mints were all down. It's inevitable. Why would all the top projects don't do stuff like that? You mint from their website. Why? Because they're so independent entities that are not into a forged coercion of a marriage with any platform. Staying
projects like that. With projects like that, what I see in the long run is them creating their own marketplace like OpenSea. That's what me and Darren were talking about. Like, that's what I see them going in the long run. Is those big projects that have the funds, have the background to get it done. I mean, there's a lot of open source right now too for it.
I was going to say, does it really cost that much? You know,
I'm pretty sure it doesn't cost a lot, but it's just time consuming. You know,
it's not just something you can do overnight. You could probably whip up some copycat situation, but it may have a lot of security breaches in it. But we're not trying to do something like I went away for the weekend, try to relax, but I couldn't relax because this news was jumped in my lap, and I had to make a decision. I talked briefly with Josiah. Josiah did some research on his behalf to see that people are finding ways, supposedly, to bypass the restrictions so that they can have their project posted on both of the platforms. Right. I haven't seen much information of that. I'm looking into the OpenSea registry to see how that's possible, but I haven't learned anything like that. I sat there so many hours meditating while I was out of town, and the most logical thing is we have to shift around our priorities. You guys that have been with me from nearly the beginning know that Pocket Cow has always been meant to have 9 working utilities, not just one, not just 2. The goal is to have 9, and one of the 9 was our own marketplace, our own NFT marketplace. So I made the announcement. I revealed the logo that we're going with. I talked into some depths and details of how this will function, but and I put it out there for one thing and one thing only. You know me, I don't like to talk about things before they come out. I don't like to give out or show my hand before I play it. But in this situation, it's needed because we need more competition and we need more teams working at this to create decentralized NFT marketplaces. We're going to see what in the Web3 scene, what happened in the DeFi scene. We're going to see Uniswap, how it took a big punch out of Coinbase, a big chunk out of Binance, a big chunk out of all these platforms become a higher demand over time. We're going to see the exact same thing when it comes to NFTs. That have a non-fungible platform for a decentralized exchanging is going to be a thing of the future. And of course, I didn't give out all the features and all the salts that our platform, a niche, will be able to do, NFT Jungle. But I just wanted to let you guys know and rest assured that I'm going to do whatever I can to ensure that we don't get screwed or have to make any choices. If they made me choose between Blur and OpenSea, I say, fuck both of you.
Facts.
Hold on. Hey, man, you know Big Daddy Kane?
Of course.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh, snap. Yo, I just see the retweet and I was like, hold on, what?
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
Big Daddy Kane, the rapper?
Yeah, he's all. Truthfully, I don't know if that's really his account.
Oh, he's talking about a Twitter guy.
Always liking my account on Twitter, bro. Like, he's always liking a lot of my stuff on Twitter.
That's not the real Big Daddy Kane. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's Dark Gable.
Yeah. That's not the real.
That's what I
got 100.
I was like, that doesn't. I think he just probably took it real quick before.
Hold on. Let me find out. Let me find out.
He's always liking it, bro. Like a lot of my stuff.
That's
he's
what's
always
up.
liking a lot of the Twitter stuff.
Hold on.
But
go on, Toro.
While you trying to figure out if that's a real Big Daddy Kane or not, which is not. Let's get back to this.
But anyways,
no, but he's an NFT enthusiast. I'm looking at this. I'm like, that's interesting.
Yeah, so I mean that's a smart way to go, bro. I'm really happy to hear that. That's dope.
I like to be transparent, guys. Like, you know, in this structuring, I'm now gonna have to raise more funds. This week is gonna be a big week for me because after the 22nd, Voyager goes into the final step of releasing our money and through Binance US.
Nice.
So that will give the project a liquidity injection,
Good.
unforeseen amount, you know, from what they're giving me out of my money. And beyond that, I'm gonna have to restructure and recruit more team members. This is not something that's gonna happen overnight, but we're still in mint. So the only thing that I can, you know, I measure it all up right now. Pocketcows, we don't enforce their OpenSea blocking. We're still our setting is still 10%. I try to buy something on OpenSea. It did not give me an option. If anybody sees that for some reason now Pocketcows is optional to pay the revenue stream, please let me know. But as of right now, we're unfazed. We're unfazed.
Right.
The only problem with this situation is Blur is consuming the majority of the volume on the market. The only issue is that we're not going to make no moves. I'm talking to my family right now. I'm talking to the crew. Let's just talk business right now. Why should we be the first crash dummies to make a move and add on this registry block list to our contracts? I don't want to sign anything from what I already do sign from OpenSea or any of these platforms. So what we're going to do is, look, we're going to wait till this war is over between these platforms. They're going to keep hurting each other because it's only a race to the bottom. You cannot just solely live off of advertisement. Even YouTube gives out royalties to the creators to create incentives for content. If YouTube wakes up tomorrow and just sends everybody a blast letter like, hey, guys, we're going to 0% royalties. So
you know where I'm going? I'm going to Rumble. Facts.
Perfect example. Rumble's handing out money to YouTube.
Rumble cutting checks, bro.
Cutting checks.
Yes.
Blur, what they did was airdrops to incentivize people to catch them, just like Looks Rare, just like a bunch of NFT marketplaces did before. Airdrop. They don't understand that's a temporary situation. Because people will get the money and guess what? They'll go back and leave because guess what? People are programmed from first movers in the space. OpenSea is still the household bigger brand, no matter what. And traders are only hopping over this for to pay less on the royalties. That's only a thing of the past because new projects are going to have enforcing codes and old projects are going to migrate to platforms that enforce royalties on all marketplaces. So I wanted us to be the first ones to do it. And I wanted to have sole control over it. But to obviously do this, I will probably have to raise funds from angel investing or VCs, give up equity of NFT Jungle. NFT Jungle is not Pocketcows. These are separate corporations.
Right.
I wanted NFT Jungle to be under Pocketcows. Why? Because that means a percentage of all the transactions on that marketplace would have went through the past year. It's not likely now because you got to move. You got to be flexible. You got to adapt in your environment, especially when you're coming from the bottom. So we have to push that as a separate entity and get funding and get a whole housing team just to push that module. Because if we do accept a check, they're not going to allow me to funnel portions of that revenue stream into an NFT project. That's not owned.
That's
by
definitely not. Yeah, I got you.
So you know,
putting together a marketplace. You said there's open source code. I mean, we know several graphic designers. I think we could probably pull it off.
We definitely can pull this off. And I think I knew that this was possible. The first time I thought about this was when CryptoPunks created their own NFT marketplace. And then I saw smaller projects that like proof of work NFT create their marketplace. And I was like, but they're not that sophisticated. They're very, very basic form. Right. Nothing. It's just the fact that they just wanted to make sure that they can always enforce their royalties no matter what happens.
Right.
Through our platform, you will have an escrow locking mechanism that even if somebody were to pay for the NFT, if they don't fulfill the creator's royalty specifications, it will not be sent. It will just be stuck in limbo, waiting for the royalty to be paid from that specific wallet. So some people will try to pull scams and try to trick other people by signing contracts to pay for their NFT release. You won't be able to do it because on the contract, it has to be from the same wallet that made the initial purchase that have to complete that transaction. I think that's going to be a revolutionary thing for so many projects. It seems personally a lot that is a personal attack on Pocketcows because there's no project like Pocketcows. And you're having a platform that's saying that, hey, we're not going to enforce royalties, but if you somehow put it in your smart contract, it's okay still. It makes no sense. You're only clipping out thousands of projects, maybe hundreds of actual real active projects that were built on the promises that you set out for to no longer exist. You want to eradicate so many projects in your suicide attempt to just hold monopoly over the market. We see that eventually these platforms are going to start communicating, and they're just going to share the market and let the people decide which is the better market to go with. But for us, we're not making any hasty moves. If OpenSea finally becomes blockbuster and gets mauled over, we'll go to Blur. If Blur,
he said blockbuster.
if Blur becomes another Looks Rare, then we stay on OpenSea. But no matter what happens at this point, we know a few things will happen. Decentralized NFT marketplace are coming full force. Yeah. And no matter what happens, we will have our own marketplace because we will no longer be caught up in the ramification of greedy ass giants, not caring about the little guy that put them there. That's no longer happening anymore. So I wanted to talk in on a standpoint that just like Blur was able to go around the bypassing of OpenSea's block, we can do the same thing. We can have API endpoints that retrieve the royalties. We can run oracles. It's very straightforward. I'm thinking about actually, to speed up the process, I'm learning how to code with AI. So that should help a lot. Yeah. To really help it out. But
look at this guy. Look at this fellow.
Definitely gonna help for sure. Save some time.
Yeah. So the goal is to wrap up the game. No more crazy updates on the game. Just release the final set of artwork, last set of power-ups, and last set of enemies and stages. Put the game on ice for now. And our main focus now is to protect our passer feature, because like at the end of the day, they can't, like, I don't think what did they actually expect was going to happen? Do you honestly think I'm just going to pack up and say, all right, y'all finally kick my ass? I can't even talk shit anymore. Like, no, I'm going to talk shit more and more and more. And I'm talking to other creators that feel the same way. We're unionizing. We're collaborating. We're setting up spaces for this week. This is not something that's going to go over easy. The last time they tried to pull this stunt,
I remember what happened.
It's just like Netflix trying to increase and try to stop the password sharing. If people stand together, if people really wanted to be ballsy, as soon as we have a third option, blackball Blur and OpenSea. Fuck them both. Let them stop this childish play. But for now, guys, we're still in motion. We're unaffected. And if OpenSea becomes a thing of the past, we will move on, because OpenSea is not our home. It is just a third-party tool that that allows consumers to buy on secondary sales, but it would not be the only platform, I assure you, that allows us to buy on secondary sales of our own project. Like, why should we? Unless OpenSea or Blur comes to us and say, hey, here's $10 million to be solely tied to us, we may consider it. I don't feel that we still should, because I never seen that happen to Bitcoin. So why should it happen to the Bitcoin of NFTs? Right. I don't really see that happening. But I'm not naive, and I would leave that more to the community. My job first and foremost is to secure the path for us to promote and ensure that we have longevity and safety, and leave the actual fate of the company to you guys that really own and have a voice and have been influential in the growth of this company. But outside of that, which I don't see them cutting us a check, we just know that
I don't see that either.
But it's really going to be a thing, though, because now you're seeing NFT marketplaces thinking about, since the creators are going to leave, let's start assigning and buying creators and having exclusive, just like Netflix originals, OpenSea originals, Blur originals, NFT marketplace own NFT collections. The only problem that these idiots don't see is that it's going to be a conflict of interest when motherfuckers are saying this fucking marketplace is just selling Ponzi schemes all day, every day. So unless they're all about innovation and technology and real usage case for these NFTs, which they're not, these platforms are fucked. It's better when they're the third party just being the one of swapping, versus now that they're not only swapping, but they're pushing their own junk into the market. So we're going to be good, guys.
I mean, I have no worries. I have no worries because I saw this happen last time. Remember, OpenSea folded like the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl.
They're all going to fold for sure. They're all going to fold for sure, man. It's like you can't keep going on this route. Creators feel hurt, backstabbed, betrayed. It's you're putting it a creator in a hard situation where they're looking for a solution. And who I'm telling you guys, it pisses me off that we may not be the first one to do it because that's another notch on our belt. I had our victory lap set up, first to do this, first to do that, and I knew we had time. But it seems that things have been rushed around. And now we may not be the first ones, but we have a chance to be the first ones to drop a fully decentralized NFT marketplace that enforces.
Yeah, for sure. That deals with projects. With projects that need to be reviewed before they hit our marketplace. You know what I'm saying? That's fully reviewed. I'm talking like if you're not bringing something worthwhile, don't even come this way. You know what I mean?
We have to be
to where their roadmap. If they see that, if they see the Pocketcows marketplace on their roadmap, people know like, okay, this is legit.
So what you're saying is that we're gonna allow other projects to do trading, minting, and all that stuff on the Pocketcow platform, right?
On the NFT jungle, it's not the Pocketcow platform.
Okay.
Yeah, but
NFT jungle, okay.
Yeah, so the thing about that is that we have to be careful because to a certain extent, if we want to be fully DEX, we can't intervene on who does what. So the thing that we can do, what I saw Uniswap mention, is that we can throw perimeters of some form of a KYC to identify people, so that there is some accountability that's saved publicly on some decentralized platform to see like this person created this project and this project and this project, and that's the best that I can do. Outside of that, if they're not like a extremist party or a group of terrorists or something like that, there's not much I'm going to do to intervene. It's supposed to be decentralized for a reason. That means by the people to make choices. All we can do is stipulate as much of a security to make sure that the platform works efficiently.
I wouldn't be that open, and the reason is because centralized exchanges ain't that open. You get vetted before you get listed. So I would not be that open. Hold on one second, but yo, let me get to these people before. All right, shout out to Shelly. Thank you for coming in, Shelly. Hey, Philip Trev, how are you?
Pocketcows.
And there's Shelly again. Oh, and Milky Couture by Toro.
Oh man.
I just realized. He said, when jungle token airdrop.
You guys already know how I feel about tokens, man. That ain't happening, bro. Until we get some regulations.
Let me see. Better get my ducks in a row. Yeah, I would say so. I'm excited for the marketplace. Yeah, it's gonna be dope. And see if I can get the position of art director. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows?
We'll see.
He said we'll see. That means no. Shout out to Tommy the Tooch in here. Yeah, so I just need, that's why I need to say like Darren R. Official, NFT marketplace art director. Bitches. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to talk to my family, just let you guys know that the path ahead of us was never meant to be easy. It hasn't been easy. You guys can literally see it for yourself. It has not been easy. Some of you guys are even creators, have been a part of other projects and other communities. You guys know that it's not easy to come from the bottom to the top. This is like a rare underdog story that happens to very few, but we have the capabilities to get to that point. We have more reasons than most projects in the space. And just know that no matter what happens, stay lean, don't lose faith. And the fact that we're not unfazed, the day that you guys see that is optional for secondary sales, just bring it to my attention. But right now, we refreshed our eligibility. We're good. And we still have not accepted their enforcement. But to the consequence of that, we're not listed on Blur. But I don't see the benefits of being listed on Blur unless we go full and block OpenSea. I'm not trying to block either platform. Let's wait it out. Let's let these guys get their war. And when it does settle, we'll be able to post on multiple platforms, or we'll be able to post on the platforms that are still standing. Right. But there is no reason for us to be suckers and make a move. This is chess, guys, not checkers. every move counts because I'm responsible for over 246 holders right now, man. So it's like every move we do has to be on point, efficient, and on target. So it's just like, right now is not the best move. The best thing that we can do is to reprioritize our roadmap and focus on the things that will keep us here for the next decade and more. And that will be finding a decentralized marketplace or creating our own.
Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, like we always do about this time, because I'm broke as hell and I got bills to pay.
Like we always do this time. I come from my... Oh.
Where's the Adidas hat?
How you get his Adidas?
I told you. Hey, hold on. Hey, Toro, why don't you tell everybody who told you that was going to happen?
Yeah, you said it.
Thank you. Now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after these messages. Don't go anywhere. And don't buy Adidas until they... Never mind.
Hey, what up, Pocketcows community? What's up, man? It's your boy Roy Woods here, OVO Sound with it. And I just wanted to say congratulations on making it a crazy year out there. I know it's crazy hard. I know it's not easy, but you guys sticking it through. So shouts out to you guys, all right? Headed to the moon. Pocketcows go, you already know.
To go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. 3, 2, 1, 0, all engines running. Liftoff. We have a
To all the ladies in the place with style and grace, allow me to lace these lyrical douches in your bushes. Who rock grooves and make moves with all the mommies. The back of the club is where you find me. But let's just kick it, cause one of these honeys Biggie got to sleep with. Keep the ep a secret, why not? Why blow up my spot? Cause we both got hot.
And I'm back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what was that, bro? What's going on with Biggie, bro?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, he had to come through and represent right quick. Nothing too major. To all the ladies in the place with solid and grace. Hey, it is what it is. But yeah. So I see what you're talking about, Toro. Me personally, I'm a major advocate for for our own marketplace. You got my vote for that. You know what I'm saying? I guess we'll just see what OpenSea is. I don't see them having any. Yeah, I don't see them having any issues with Blur, but
mark my words, man. I'm telling you that, if this through this situation, new marketplaces are going to emerge. This is a grand slam opportunity for new up and coming dogs. like OpenSea should have went the opposite way. When they start seeing that people were getting rewarded to leave them and block them, they should have rewarded their creators to stay loyal. Instead, they just fucking said, all right, well, fuck all the creators. They're trying to do a ground neutral approach, which is not smart and won't last very long for the foreseeing future, man. So for us, I don't think that there's anything that can flood us. But I'll tell you one thing, for milk, our baby calves, they will all have their enforcing royalties built within the smart contract as well, for sure. But for the pocket cows, if these platforms don't play fair, we'll build our own table up. Yeah. That's all we've been ever doing in the first place. And this was inevitable. We were going to do it either way. They're just speeding up our timeline and rearranging our priorities for us. So, you know, that's all.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, hey, I guess it's Sparta then. Madman, anything you like to add?
No, man, I'm excited to see what's that logo, bro. I'm excited.
Well, you know, I mean, because I'm gonna fight for creative director position. You know,
you can have it, bro. You can have
seen the logo?
You trying to start a little something, bro? You can have it.
Since I'm gonna fight for the position of artistic opulence.
You can have it.
Have you seen the logo, man?
No, I haven't. I have not seen it.
I seen it. I had sorted it.
You what?
I had sorted it.
Okay.
He's sitting there like,
there you go. Yeah, man. I encourage everybody to read our latest article.
Send it to me. You send it to
Madman.
Oh, send it to me and I'll put it on the screen.
Okay. If you guys, man, just take a deep dive into it, and if not, just prepare, man, because this is where we're going. Send it to somebody else that you feel can comprehend it, a creator. Other smaller marketplaces, they can take our blueprint. I didn't put all the sauce. What makes us will still make us unique from other decentralized, obviously, but it's time to start stirring the pot up. It's time to actually. And this is what I'm talking about. Like I keep saying, like scenes from New York. If we just stand together, there ain't nothing we can't do. There ain't nothing we can't do, man. So I'm just stirring the pot and letting people know, like, hey, whoever's the first one to build this, you're gonna make a lot of money. A lot. We're talking probably a few $100 million that are gonna be on your platform.
And look, I can bring all kinds of creativity to this situation. I mean, for instance,
to all the ladies in the place with style and grace, allow me to lace.
Built for this. I can. who turned? Hey, come on, bro.
Oh man, bro.
You got Notorious Mario. Oh man, let me see if I can pull this up here. Let's see here. Okay. Wow. I mean, I see the. I just need the logo. I just need the logo. I just need the logo by itself. If you can send me you got a JPEG?
The logo, yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Logo looks dope though. Definitely looks like what's that show that used to be on Nickelodeon with like like the Egyptian tombs and all that? Like you know what I'm saying? Like
that one.
You know, okay, never mind.
All right, there you go.
That goes hard. I like that.
Yeah. So it'll be like that centerpiece. That'll be the actual ongoing. All the accessories and stuff won't be there, but you know, that's it right there. NFT jungle, man. The beast within. It's a jungle outside, guys.
I like that color. I like that color of green.
Prosperity, man.
You sent me an HEIC file. I need a JPEG, bro.
You shot it, bro.
Talking about, bro. I just sent you a picture.
Hey, hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on, man. Who you talking to? Hold on, man. What you think this is, bro? Hold on.
Hadouken!
That's what you get.
This is why you don't give him you don't give this man that type of power.
Heck no, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hit you with the
haram.
All right. All right. Before we leave, any shout outs to anybody?
Shout out to the community, man. Shout out to Pocketcows family. You guys stuck through thick and thin. You guys are still riding. 23 is going to be a year of more surprises and unexpectations, of course, as it always is. But I'm here for the long term, not for fucking short term. So let's get it, man. Whatever's thrown at us, we can handle it.
Yes, sir. Yes, you know what? You know what, Toro? I haven't even given you one of these today. My bad. Where's my head? And you know, but you know, when I think one thing I did not forget, you know what I'm saying, is making sure Madman got this. Now,
Right back to
Madman,
you.
any shout outs, bro?
We gotta keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. No matter what bumps come on the road, just keep going. Go around it, above it, don't matter, bro. We're gonna keep pushing.
Oh, yeah. Hey, shout out to everybody that tuned in today. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Do not forget. And it's free, people. Stop being cheap. All right.
It don't cost nothing to show some love and support, baby.
At all.
Yes. Show some love to the future creative director of art.
Let's go. Give it up to Darren. Give yourself a clap. Give yourself a
You know
clap.
what I'm saying? Yeah, thank you. My position has not been solidified, but I'm going ahead and putting it in the universe. Like, oh, who's Darren? Oh, just that dude that does YouTube and shit.
Oh,
oh, that one dude. The one dude with the sunglasses? Nah, that dude? All right. Oh, man. But, yo, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Like I always say, be good or be good at being bad. You know what I'm saying? It's about all we can do in this disgusting world that we're living in. Peace, love, and crypto. We out.